I can guarantee you two things. One, you get the chola starter kit, all the vatos will want you. Or two, the vatos that you have will want you even more. Now you want to know about the cholo starter kit? I'll tell you real quick. So what happened is my vato, he left me. He went to prison and now he has a boyfriend. So I printed a cholo starter kit so I can get a new vato. So in the cholo starter kit, you get your slingshot shirt, then your hella feet, man. You get your pom pom for your brocha. You know I like that brocha. You get your hairnet. Get together. You get your looks. I mean your tres flowers. You get your looks. Get your USB full of oldies, all these oldies, so we can listen to the oldies together. You get your filero so you can protect me because I run my mouth too much. Oh my God. You get your socks. The higher the socks, the downer the full.
Yo, yo, yo. Mis saludos y respetos, full blast. Greetings to all my people out there. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. Hey, what can I say? Yo, it's another beautiful day. You know, making money on the clock, a little break in between. And I just thought I'd briefly come on in and express some of my thoughts. I came across this video of this a female entrepreneur trying to capitalize. I can't say culture, but the cholo estilo, and it's a trip, you know, and how people nowadays are, I guess, trying to be culture vultures. I don't know if they're ex-cholos or cholas or maybe had parents that were grandparents. Whatever the reason they may be, I mean, I just want your guys' opinion. Like, how do you feel about the situation? This lady is here obviously at an event. I posted on my intro. She's selling a startup kit in how to be a cholo or a chola, you know? Wow. What a trip, huh? And I mean, hey, I'm not the one to hate. Whatever floats your boat, whatever makes you money. But I mean, it's like, damn, okay, in a way, it's a very sensitive topic. It's a very sensitive item to just put out there a la brava, right? And maybe, I mean, I understand people that never lived the lifestyle, people that maybe ran from the lifestyle, that were scared to look like a cholo or chola, now look at it like something fun to do, put on a costume, play dress up, I don't know. But I mean, I came across a few people that are bothered from this little startup kick, and who knows the sales and if it's profitable. I mean, hey, maybe I could see somebody from the East Coast, maybe somebody that's never lived a life, come over here, take it back as a souvenir. Like, hey, look what I came up with and how to be a cholo or a chola, you know? Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, a little history here, man. I mean, those of you that don't know, the cholo with the chola were labeled people that were from the hood, from the barrio, you know, that grew up, you know, protecting their neighborhood. Eventually, people uniting, it became a wrecking force, and next thing you know, that protection over their local neighborhoods became got a little violent and a little challenging between different people. and so on and so forth. And I guess it just got out of control, out of hand, and people nowadays ended up doing life in prison. People died behind this dress code. And let me tell you, back in the days, I mean, growing up, I could speak on it because I lived through it. I mean, I remember my first pair of Cortez. My mom didn't want to buy them for me because she knew that cholos wear those type of shoes. She knew that if I was to wear those shoes, I was either a cholo or I was trying to be a cholo. Um, she also knew that wearing those type of shoes, the Dickies, the white T-shirts, the hairnet, my hair slicked back, she knew that I was trying to portray a street cholo, a street pandillero, a hoodlum, whatever you want to call it. And she knew that that was going to bring problems to me, where I was either going to get beat up, head up, or, I mean, vice versa. But yeah, of course, moms never think that their son or daughters do anything. Oh, no, not mijo. Mijo's not a cholo. Oh, no. Yeah, of course, mom's always going to have your back. But I went behind my mom's back. One of my tias, la alcahueta, she's the one that did me the paro because all her kids had them Cortez, and I felt left out. I wanted to, feel cool. I wanted to feel cool with like my primos wearing them firme Cortez. So she bought me my set of Cortez. My mom had a fit. Ooh. And little by little, I started wearing my Dickies. And I remember my first pair of Dickies, I bought them behind her back. There was this lady back in the days. They call her la señora de la ropa. She'll come around with the van full of clothes and will give you little credit, little layaway, whatever, whatnot. I came out and it was I think back to school, and I told the lady my mom's in the shower, but she said to go pick up a few pair of pants, and I was like, wow, this is the moment for me to grab on my first pair of Nikes. I mean, my first pair of Dickies, and yeah, I got them. I didn't get them too baggy, but I got them. I was nervous and I was excited too. Mix of emotions, and ran up in there and didn't tell my mom nothing. She ended up finding out about the pair of Nikes maybe a few months later when she had to pay. But anyhow, that's how I went about it. That's how forbidden the cholo dress code was in the Mexican households. I started combing my hair back with a hairnet. Everybody knew you wear a little hairnet with your Dickies and white tee and Cortez, you were a cholo. So eventually people started shaving their heads, and I went along with that. And I mean, people would right away label you as a cholo if they see you pelón. Oh, mira, pinche pelón. Ese güey's cholo, pandillero. And let's keep it real. Me as a homie, driving around the hood, I see a pelón right away. That was a target. Like, who the hell is this fool? This fool's an intruder. Hey, let's go hit him up. I'll go hit him up. I wanted to see who the hell was in my barrio. Same thing with other individuals. We already knew who was a gang member, who wasn't, just by the dress code. You had Cortez, Dickies, Frisco Ben Davids, the Charlie Browns, all that good shit. You were a cholo. We already knew. Okay, let's go somewhere. Let's go see what's up, or vice versa. No, it was like sort of like a uniform, pretty much. But it was a lifestyle. We didn't dress up cholo just for the weekend or for a party. It was just a lifestyle. And it got so bad where you started hearing people getting killed for a pair of Nikes. Or you had homies, I had homies that got killed on the bus stop because the way they were dressed. My homie, his brother, just kicked it with the hood. He never got jumped in, but because he dressed like a gang member, he got hit up at the bus stop, and unfortunately, he was a victim to street violence. And all because the way he was dressed. He looked like a cholo. You are a cholo. Like, what is it that they say? You walk like a dog. You talk like a duck. You are a dog. Whack. Nah, puro pedo. But you know what I'm saying? It's like back then, I'm sure a lot of people were victims to this lifestyle, to the dress code. People took pride in ironing their Dickies, their Ben Davises, creasing up that Stanford white T-shirt, from the front, from the back. And back then it was the Stanford. You get on my Jesse Penny. None of that Pro Club, none of that Shaka. Nah, cortate la, homie. Forget about it, huh? Yeah. None of that, dog. I'm talking about the original gangster white T-shirt. Come on. If you don't know, do your homework. Know what I'm saying? Anyhow, so, yeah, man. And it's funny to me just to see now, okay, this lady trying to benefit. She's trying to profit from a cholo startup kid. Okay, I get it. She's trying to sell a costume to somebody, but not knowing maybe that there was many families that suffered, that went through pain just behind that cholo kit that she's selling. Thank God that we're not living those days no more. Even people try so hard to bring the 90s back, and this and that. Homie, the 90s will never ever come back again. That's history. That's in the past. We got a whole different breed of individuals running the calles now. I'm not saying everybody, but they're not made. They're not made like that no more, man. They don't make them like us no more. Nah, man. And I'm not trying to take anything from the youngsters out there, because I believe that there's always one or two with that cora, with that good estilo, with that clecha. But those are the ones that are humble and respectful. They'll sit there and listen to and take advice from an OG. All them fools that think they know it all, eventually they're gonna learn the hard way. Believe that. But yeah, this little costume party thing is hilarious. I get a kick out of it. But hey, what can you do, man? I'd rather see my people, dress up, play dress up than be wearing all these other weird ropa, tramos, whatever you want to call it. And it's a beautiful thing sometimes to see the people come together and have fun. They put on them old school roll-ons and get their boogie on. And you see sometimes from young kids to older individuals. And what is it? It's amazing. And what brings people together is the music. Even if you have to play dress up, man. I just think that people need to do their homework, know their history, and the background of that clothes, that pair of shoes, that pair of Cortez you put it on, the history behind that Ben Davis shirt you put it on, that white tee, the way you crease it up. There's history behind all that, and I think it deserves its respect. Rest in peace to all those individuals that were victims of the dress code, the lifestyle. It wasn't a game, man. There's a lot of people back then that were scared to even put on Nike Cortez, to put on a pair of Ben Davis. They were scared to be bold, because believe me when I say, if you look like a cholo, you're gonna get hit up. Motherfuckers were gonna run up on you with a gun, ready to beat you. And people literally will shit on their pants. People will literally shit on their pants, scared. And people knew not to dress like that. people knew not, that's when people started coming out with this GQ stilo, the Rebels, different dress codes, just not to look like a cholo. Because they knew if you look like a cholo, it's going to bring problems. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is, man. I just thought I'd stop by and just express my thoughts. And I mean, hey, if you agree with what I'm saying, hey, drop your comment. Elaborate. Let me know how you feel, what it is, what it may be. You know? With that said, ya sabes, my name is Manny. I'm the Jaguar Man. Much love and respect.
Yeah.
You gotta stay out of trouble, man.
What's up, homie? You active? All right.